concussion, probably, I reckon it was about 3 seasons. I think it was like my second season itself. It's the only concussion I've ever had. It was coming to the end of pre-season. We started to do a bit more rugby, a bit more contact, and it was in like a contact drill. And someone just ran a hard line. I put my body in front, and we just clashed heads. And after that, like, it hurt obviously, but after that, I was fine. I felt fine. Physios came over. There was no like obvious. I wasn't knocked out. Like I had a whack to the head, but I got up fine. I moved around fine, and I was all good. Physios came over, spoke to me, and I was fine. Carried on, finished the session, and then after the session, we went up to the food hall to have some food, and I just started getting a banging headache. Just being in like a room with the lights on was like giving me a headache and stuff. So when I saw the physios, they said that obviously I had concussion symptoms. So then it was all about rest. Kind of went into a dark room and just stayed in there for a bit until I felt a little bit better, and then I just went home and I was resting. I was sent home, and then after that, really, it was just rest until the concussion system, until my symptoms were like gone.
Yeah.
Which I don't think was that long. It was probably a couple of days. Like I said, it was in pre-season, so there was no fixtures on the weekend or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I was just resting, and then obviously then I started my return to play stuff.
How would it obviously you said immediately they were kind of looking after you and everything. How did they continue that, since obviously there's been a big thing about concussions in rugby since George North? So how did they go about getting you back into training and whatnot?
So I think, like I said, the first step was me just resting until I had no more symptoms, until my headaches went and stuff like that, which, like I said, didn't actually take that long. And then I started doing some light exercises with the physios. So like I was on the bike doing bike sessions, and only light sessions, just making sure that I could do that exercise without any problems.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like I still wasn't doing that much that week. I don't think. I think I was allowed to like do some throwing and stuff like that. Because I obviously wasn't having any problems with that. I probably felt like I could be back training straight away.
Yeah.
But because there was no games at the weekend, there was no rush for me to be back fit. I kind of chilled out. I was just doing my throwing and resting. And then after a while, I was then back into training, but off contact.
Yeah.
So non-contact training. I can't remember how long I was off contact training, but then after that, it was like I was back into full contacts. But first, I had to do like some contact drills just with the physios, just to make sure everything was all good. And then after that, mate, I was all good. I was ready to go.
Yeah. And what was that? Like I found whenever I came back, that first tackle is like, you're building it up more than you need to be. Did you find that before going into your first game?
No, not really. I don't think. I think I've been playing rugby for a long time, and that's the only concussion I've had. Yeah. I took whacks to the head, and it's been fine. So I don't think it was really like a fear for me. Kind of, like I said, it all the actual concussion all happened pretty quick. It was like someone came running hard, I put my body in front and gone to hit him, and we just clashed heads.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really think about it, to be honest.
And would Joe always find it, say, even if it looks like you got a knock in a match or anything like that, do Joe always find you get taken off for HIAs quickly? Do the team?
Yeah, always, mate. Yeah, now, and especially with Premiership games, especially the televised ones, everything gets seen. So even if you just take a slight knock to the head, next stoppage, physios will come on and check to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you go down and you stand up and you're wobbling about, you're gonna get took off for a HIA straight away. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was one thing that nearly happened in Ireland here a few years ago. I'm not sure if you heard about it. There was a call for tackling to be taken out of schools and underage rugby.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what your thought process is about that. Like, I know what mine is, but I want to get it from someone like yourself.
I don't agree with it. I feel like if you're taught how to tackle properly,
Hmm.
and there's obviously it's a contact sport. There's gonna be collisions. You are gonna take whacks to the head.
Yeah.
Uh, like if kids at school are gonna play rugby when they're older, they need to learn how to tackle at some point. And I think starting at that early age will benefit them when they play when they get older, and they can start to tackle if they're not tackling at school.
Do you think, like, I know you probably, do you wear scrum cap? You do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon they should be compulsory?
I'm not sure if they're proven to help that much with concussions.
Yeah.
Um, so no, I don't think they need to be. I don't think they need to be compulsory. Maybe it's a good idea if you have had a head knock. It gives you a bit more confidence wearing one.
Yeah, yeah, completely.
But I've never played without one.